Glasgow goal with a barrage of attempts, but in the end the desperate defending came to nothing, with Pećorka putting the locals ahead. Even though Woods saved several shots, he could do nothing as a Jovan free kick took a deflection to complete the scoring at 2-0. In Germany, Bayern Munich was at home to Real Madrid, two teams who many hoped would be in the final. However, it was Fugler who broke the deadlock in the 40th minute. Just before the break, Eder pounced on a cheeky through ball to make it 2-0. The goals continued in the second half and Bayern looked set to score a big win, with Matthäus netting his team's third goal. However, Real's fighting character began to show and the ever-dangerous Emilio Butragueño took advantage of a poor back pass to narrow the deficit. Then in the final, won to complete the scoring at 3-2. No doubt a good result for Real, who play the second leg at home. Meantime, a thunderbolt from Touré put Bordeaux ahead against PSV, but Kiev equalised in the 40th to make it 1-1. Two first-half goals in the space of 4 minutes gave Benfica a 2-0 win over Belgian champions Anderlecht in Lisbon. Swedish striker Magnusson scored the first, and then Chiquinho was left totally unmarked for the simplest of goals. Benfica 2, Anderlecht 0. A well-angled header from Saravakos gave Panathinaikos the lead in the 54th in the UEFA Cup quarter-final against FC Bruges. However, Koulemans equalised with a header which somewhat stunned the Greek keeper. It seemed that headers were the order of the day. In the 64th, Antonio put Panathinaikos back in front. Panathinaikos' hopes of reaching the semi-finals took a nosedive 7 minutes from time. A communication breakdown at the back left Agrias free and he made no mistake. Panathinaikos 2, Bruges 2. In the Cup Winners' Cup quarter-finals, Belgian club Mechelen was at home to Dynamo Minsk. A seemingly simple chase for the ball ended in disaster for this Minsk striker. Upset at not being awarded a penalty, he lands a punch on the goalkeeper's leg. Down to 10 men, Dynamo found the going tough. Goal of the game to give Mechelen a 1-0 win. The Belgians are yet to concede a goal in the competition. Italy's representatives in the Cup Winners' Cup, Atalanta, gained a decisive break against Sporting Lisbon, being awarded a penalty after a Lisbon player handled on the line. Nicolini scored from the spot in the 44th minute. Then Cantarutti pounced on a loose ball at the back to make it 2-0 and increase Atalanta's hopes of making the semis with a return leg in Lisbon. Started in a confident fashion, but in the 15th minute their midfield playmaker Matthäus was on the receiving end of a yellow card for handball, even though the rules stipulate that a yellow card should be given for intentional handball by a defending team. Bayern were punished accordingly, with a shot from Yugoslav Milan Jankovic deflecting into goal. The 95,000 home fans couldn't have wished for a better start. Real needed to score first after losing the opening leg 3-2. In fact, Bayern at one stage led that match by 3-0. 4 minutes before the break, Real gained the upper hand. Gravio broke through on the left and Michel did the rest. 2 goals was enough for Real as they advanced to the semis with an overall win of 4-3. Belgian side Anderlecht gained a decisive break against Portuguese champions Benfica, but it wasn't enough. Benfica advanced after winning the first leg at home 2-0 for a 2-1 aggregate win. In Glasgow, locals Rangers needed goals against Romanian side Steaua Bucharest, but it was the visitors who broke through, with Lakatash scoring after just 3 minutes. That goal giving the visitors an overall lead of 3-0. However, Rangers hit back with Goff heading home from close range. Rangers needed 3 more goals to win their tie. In the 30th minute, the Scots gained a vital breakthrough, winning a penalty, which was duly converted by McCoist. The goal wasn't enough. The Romanians marched on 3-2 on aggregate. Meanwhile, in the Cup Winners' Cup, perhaps snow skis should have been the order of the day in the tie between Dynamo Minsk and Belgian side Mechelen. Ohana put Mechelen ahead in the 29th minute, and his team now held an overall lead of 2-0. Controlling the ball in such atrocious conditions was difficult, but not for Kiston, who levelled terms in the 59th minute. However, the draw wasn't enough, and Mechelen advanced. In Amsterdam, Ajax met Swiss side Young Boys before a healthy crowd of 30,000, and the fans were absolutely delighted with Larsson's winning goal in the 39th minute for a 2-0 aggregate win. It took 66 minutes before Peter Houtman broke the deadlock for Sporting Lisbon in the home tie against Italian side Atalanta. Sporting lost the first leg 2-0, and they look set for an interesting duel. However, Jorge's goal was disallowed because of a foul on the keeper. Atalanta responded in the best way possible. Cantarutti beat the offside trap, rounded the keeper and finished off for a final score of 1-1 and an Atalanta aggregate win of 3-1. In the quarter-finals of the UEFA Cup, Greek side Panathinaikos were unlucky not to be awarded an early penalty in the away leg against Bruges of Belgium. The first leg ended in a 2-2 draw, and the locals gained the vital breakthrough, with Brüller scoring in the 43rd minute. Then tragedy again for the Greeks, with Argentinian star Ramon Roca being ruled offside. Bruges also suffered from the referee's decisions, with a late Brüller effort being disallowed for offside. But nonetheless, Bruges' first half goal was enough. They won 3-2 on aggregate. In West Germany, Werder Bremen was at home to Verona of Italy, and it took a sparkling shot from Sauer to break the deadlock. Sauer's 34th minute goal now gave the Germans an overall advantage of 2-0. Verona now threw everyone forward, and it paid dividends, with Volpecina equalising in the 54th. The Italians needed 2 more goals, and naturally they became desperate. But their desperation showed up in the 75th minute. Antonio Di Gennaro received his marching orders, and the match ended at 1-1.